outlook, but act locally. And to be able to be global means that you must have structure in your business. So I had the privilege of coming to LBS, doing an MBA 20 years ago. That shows my age. He was my classmate for that matter. My class president. He was my president. Oh, once a president, always a president. I also had the opportunity of working for 15 years in multinationals. So you take the best parts of the multinational, which was the structure, the accountability, the framework, that no matter who you are, even if you're the MD, that you still have to answer to a bigger governing body. And so from day one, I knew this needed to happen. Now, did I have an active board then? The answer is no. So we have to understand that governance also changes for SMEs. I don't expect any of you to set up a small company, have a 1 million naira turnover, and have a big board. It's not possible. But you can have governance in stages. So when I first started, of course, I had to go to CAC, register a company. And I had my children, my husband, and myself as the board, right? Of course, when I wanted to do my first major contract, I didn't want a family company. I really, from day one, had to change that. So the first thing I did in my first year of business was after I'd done my first major transaction was to change the members of my CO2, CO7. Shareholding stayed the same, but directors changed, and there were no family members anymore. I had a conversation with my husband. Obviously, there was nothing then to talk about. If you need to make the changes, take it before you grow. Because after a while, people also mix up what is the role of a shareholder and what's the role of a director. And these shareholders have nothing to do with the board of directors. I can be a shareholder in a company, and I am not in the key decision-making seats. So that was the first step I did. I also had an advisory board that was informal. So we didn't have structured board meetings on a monthly basis or quarterly basis or whatever. But I had people that I went to. I had a board, an informal board, that I consulted. And you can do this at the beginning. And actually, it's what you probably do right now, what you haven't considered as governance. Now, you heard from Sir Chris. It's important to understand that you yourself, although you're the owner and manager, you're also accountable. By the time you know that, yes, you're your own boss. So at the beginning, it was 3 of us, me, myself, and I, right? As you went along, that you were somebody that you had to be accountable to. You put in structure, you put in policies, procedures, guidelines. You have a clear mission and vision. You know exactly what you want. You initially you can't hire the best talents, but as you go along, you start to attract people because they see structure in the business. Nobody, no good talent wants to come to a business that's not well structured. So corporate governance, yes, it's about performance, it's about accountability and risk-taking, but it's also about growth. Without corporate governance, you cannot grow your organization from zero to hero. You cannot, and even if you do grow, you cannot sustain that growth without having some kind of external governance. So the content, the people that sit on your board are also very important. Please don't fill it with family members. You're doing yourself into service. If you must have 1 or 2 family members, make sure that the minority and not the majority. There are people we call independent directors. Independence means I don't have any shareholder, I have no vested interest because I don't have any shares. My interest is making sure that this company is ethical, it performs, is sustainable, is transgenerational. How many businesses do you know that are transgenerational? All right? But it does the right thing in the right way, and the MD and his or her management stays accountable. And that's for me, frankly, is what corporate governance has done. We have grown from that little one-man band venture, I call it a mom and pop shop. We've now grown again into what the banks call us as a national corporate. And stretching outside Nigeria, we are now a multinational. But you know, you don't want to be locked down by that name either. Because as I said in the beginning, there are pros and cons of multinationals. And I don't want to be one of those big companies that grows and forgets where your roots are. Sometimes it's important that you manage that growth, eat humble pie, inject new ideas and increase your board. As we speak right now, our board is just about to expand, and the choice of directors is what is my biggest challenge right now. You need to have a lawyer, you need to have an entrepreneur, you need to have someone that understands finance, somebody that challenges you and gives you. Today is about disruption. If you don't disrupt yourself, markets will disrupt you. So you need people that will bring disruptive, innovative thinking to your board and keep you on your toes. You may be owner-manager, you may have the major shareholder, but by the time somebody out there or a board out there is keeping you accountable, you will see that your business will grow from success to significance. Thank you.
To add measure, I want to, there's something that is going on in my mind. where do we draw the line? It's true, we want to bring external people into the board, but most SMEs are also afraid that their company will be hijacked.
Yes,
especially if these people are well-known people, money-back people, people that can not just copy, but triplicate. So how do we, or where do we draw that line? You're a lawyer, and I know you've done quite a lot of it. So the difficulty of, first of all, selecting, but where we do select, how are we protected that they will not take over around us?
Okay, thank you very much. What I'd like to share, first of all, is my experience in the last 25 years. Our business was like 2 months ago, 25 years. And I woke up and I said, you know, it's been 25 years of strength, it's been 25 years of a lot of things, especially in the city of Lagos. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, I've seen the ugly. I've seen the wicked, I've seen the famous. I've seen where people talk and it's zero. But the interesting thing for us here as small businesses, and what Papi has said is also very important, because most of these businesses are either running from zero to not a lot of money on the table. So somebody can hijack it and say to themselves and say, well, why can't I just get somebody to do it? But I've noticed something. If you don't have the idea and you are not original, you will not survive. There are a lot of people making bread, there are a lot of people doing a lot of things, but in the survival, the idea must come from you, and you must also be deliberate, and you must have passion about it. And you say to myself, and you say to yourself that, okay, what am I talking about here this morning? As a lawyer, you will say, oh, do we have a board? The answer is yes, we have a management team at work. And why do we have a management team? To sort of have control and to sort of have an understanding of the business. But the first thing I know that people look out for is trust. They must trust you. I got to speak to Mr. Edc the chairman of Standing Bank, is a lawyer. I go to speak to him once a year. I tell him all our plans. I tell him what we want to do as a law firm. Don't forget that we're in competition, but we're not in that level of competition in terms of level. And he listens to me and he says to me, don't do this way. This is what I think we should do. And I leave that place and I don't have any feeling that it will take over our business or take over our clients. So the first thing we need to establish in this room, especially for small businesses, is trust. So once you trust, and you know that, well, if they do, people will probably do whatever they want to do. But you have to first trust yourself and then trust the people that you're having this conversation with. Now, in drawing the line, most especially for SMEs, you find out that there are a lot of people, the space is very big. Yeah. The opportunities are there. And that's why we're always talking about collaboration, and that's what we're talking about this morning. If you notice, in the first page, even when the MD of Standing Bank came to speak to us, we need to collaborate, we need to engage, we need to understand, and we don't need to be static. But you find out that most SMEs, most small businesses or startups, the first thing they always think about, which worries me most, is money. And funny enough, you might not just need that money. And I'll share 2 examples quickly. Family business. As a rule, I don't sit on the board of a family business. You know why? Husband and wife would have declared it. They are stand before money. No matter how independent I am, it will not work. And people will say, oh no, I'm too stereotyped. You know, I'm just on one side. But the truth for me today is that if, like Claire just said and alluded, that once you start a business, you will have family, you have friends, you have neighbors that will put money, that will believe in you as you start. But as you grow, you need to reduce those holdings. You need to reduce those things. Not that you don't want them there, but also for you to have a global perspective in terms of governance. Because you might say to yourself that, okay, I'm an SME, I don't need governance. All I want to do is to run a business. But the question is, there's a day of reckoning. And when that day of reckoning comes, and people look at your books, and they find out that you don't take a salary, all you do is you declare dividend on a weekly basis to yourself. Clearly, what you are doing is you are stealing from yourself. Now, in SME, you need to get people that can tell you the truth. You need people that are critical, that are portion alone. Big portion. The most important thing about it is that you must be strategy, and you must also know that accountability is also very important. And in doing that, the most important thing for us is to always hit the right call at the right time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to ask Sir Chris just one question, and then I'm going to open it up because I don't want to have a monopoly of the questions from corporate governance point of view. Now, in accessing finance, I know you said let's not talk about money, but in accessing finance, does corporate governance have any role to play?
A lot. In accessing finance, you can access finance from several sources. From family members, from friends, from the public, and from the bank. In these sources I've mentioned, the first thing you'll think of, can I trust you? If I give you this money as an investment, will I get returns? If I give you this money as a loan, can you repay? So trust is what's important. The ability to repay will depend on how you run the business. Because you may be in a viable industry, running initially a profitable business. You don't have the discipline, the control, you have leakages. Your clients will be porous. And as such, from running a profitable company to now running a loss-making company, you might not even see it because your good accountant in quotes will be giving you figures that will tell you you're making profits. And yet, the cash is not there. Do you have a decent business behavior? Because this is what corporate governance is. It's not a checklist. Are you running the business in an honest, ethical, open way? When you give your figures, you bring out your accounts, are they doctored? Can they trust that these figures are correct? So it requires some form of, again, discipline to say the right thing, to prove that the right thing. Even when you have problems, you are not making profits, don't go to those. That when people know your problems, they can help you. Maybe your problem is that you don't know how to collect your debt. You sell on credit, and yet your suppliers harass you and you pay them. So, in most cases, you don't have enough cash to run the business because you are paying. But if you are open, somebody will teach you how to collect your money and how to fix those problems you have. And again, that is part of corporate governance. So it matters. If you want money and you run your company ethically, the structure you have access to money. But not only that, your risk level will be low. So you might even get the money at a lower interest than somebody whose business is not run properly, because that risk level is higher, so the interest rate will be higher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think Claire also wanted to say something because she has access what is significant amount. Just to mention, out of the 17 years that we've been in existence, Claire was on our advisory board for 10 years.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I thought I would just answer that question too, because there's, as you said, the first thing that comes to, I think it's the second thing that comes to the mind of an entrepreneur. The first is passion to make a difference. And we have a great idea and we go with our heart. So most of us first think with our hearts. The second is that you have to start thinking in your head that after this great idea, how do I make it practical? reliable and sustainable. And funding is a very important part. So in the initial stages of our businesses, many of us were funded by family and friends. But by the time, and that's called soft financing, seed capital, angel capital. But once you need to grow your business, there are two forms of growing your business and providing funding. One is equity and the other is debt. With equity, you have to find people that are like-minded, that are prepared to buy into your business idea. But they're buying something from you. They're buying your thought processes. They're also buying your personal credibility. Because there's nothing there. You're a greenfield investment. There's nothing on paper. But as the equity investor that may be pumping some money into your business is doing, the debt person, which is a bank, or it could be private equity, it could be other kind of funding, are also looking at your credibility. It's one of the first C's of credit. So if you ever go to a bank, there's lots of C's of credit, Google it. The first is actually your credibility. And credibility is not just that of the MD CEO, but it's also that of the board. But let me start with the MD CEO. A lot of us don't have the kind of collateral that banks require. You want to borrow 1 million, they expect you to provide 1.5 or 2 million of collateral. How many of us have that? If I had that, I wouldn't come to you, right? So sometimes you can negotiate and put your personal guarantee on the line. Your personal guarantee, my personal guarantee, is actually worth more in gold than the house I pledged. Because for me, my integrity is all I have. So some of us here can use your personal guarantee with some kind of net worth behind it as your first form of collateral. The second is they start to look at your board members. So the quality, the composition and quality of your board members counts a lot. If everybody there has the same surname as you, with all due respect, it may not be as good as somebody in society who is an ex-banker. You have Anu on your board, you have Banky on your board. But then again, Anu and Banky cannot sit on everybody's board. Very careful about whose board I sit on. Because there's something called the fiduciary responsibility of a director. So me being on your board also puts me at just as much risk as you. If you commit fraud, I will go down with you.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to put my integrity at stake for you. Now I'll give you one example of something that has happened that is very sad. There's a family business in the US, very big company called Purdue. Yeah. Most of us P-R-U-D-E, for chickens and agricultural products and whatever. But they have a pharmaceutical company. If you put Purdue in Google right now, it will be that they have just declared bankruptcy. Why? Because I'm in healthcare, so I'm using this as an example. They have unfortunately aided and abetted the use of narcotic analgesics. Analgesics, painkillers that have narcotics in it, and it has led to addiction in the US. And because of this, their integrity has gone to the wind, and they've had to declare bankruptcy. So remember, in accessing credit, there are lots of things that you need to do, but the composition of your board, they will ask you who are your board members. They will ask you for the shareholders. So the shareholders also matter. You will need a board resolution to be able to draw down. Don't doctor that board resolution. Because if you do today, everything is changing. The world is dynamic. As you take that loan and you sign on behalf of your board member, that board member gets an email and a text within 24 hours of drawdown. Yeah. If a board member finds out that you took a loan without their permission, they will resign from the board. There's nothing to talk about. So you must understand that today, everything, credit is changing. Everything, if you borrow money from a bank in your paper, everybody knows right now. We have a credit rating agency. Abroad, your credit rating matters a lot. In Nigeria, it didn't matter. Now it does. So everything you have, your integrity is your first form of collateral, is your personal integrity and that of your board.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so that's why when you have a board of directors, they will tell you that for opening an account, they need all their BVN. I hope you know.
Yeah.
As soon as you take a loan, everybody will know, even if you don't do it. So it's very interesting. But it depends on us. Even where it is not required, we have a standard board of governors here at the university. But beyond that, we at EDC still decided to have another layer of advisory board. Anu happens to be one of those leaders on the board. We just appointed. Of course, Abubakar Suleiman that spoke this morning is also on our advisory board. So you can see the quality of people, and I think we had about 4 of them that came.
What I mean by that is that technicians are more from the practical person to where you begin to form what are the few that you think you need to put in place to where somebody will now begin to assess I can put it up.
Okay, the last one. For this
Good afternoon. My name is Good. And I'll make it short. I called on a few people to be on my board after coming to this. And people that I thought would be people that would challenge me and all of that, they said, okay, give me some time. You know, I'm a very busy person. They keep giving one excuse or the other. And people that I mentioned that I talked to say, please help me talk to this person because there was I can be on your board. And then I'm like, so I really need to understand how do one look at a person and what should be the guidelines for choosing who should be on the board. I can understand you should have an accountant. What should be the guidelines?
Okay, so I'm just going to answer one, and then I will give to BC. The one of, yes, I pioneered EDC 17 years ago. When I started, I had 12 members of the board. 12. I call them the 12 apostles. And interestingly, so it represented every aspect that I wanted to tap into. So Pachitomi was there, Miss Lavipa was there, all kinds of top people were there. But after about 4 or 5 years, I changed or improved the board. Were you here from the beginning? Yeah, she was there from the beginning. So half of the board, technically we sacked them, and then we got another set. And the last time we had the last board to go, we did it very nicely. We took them to Whitbaker, we had the breakfast, we eulogized them, but the chairman, I remember, said, this is a very nice way of sacking me. But for me, it's not about sacking, it's about refreshing your board. Once you have done a good job, you need to move on. And now, when we appoint new people to the board, we actually give them a 2 or 3 year tenure. And after that, you have just one more round, and then you go. We get new people in. How do you get them? To be quite honest with you, it's like a marriage. How do a bride attract the groom? Just think of it like that. So you need to make yourself to be attractive. That's just the way it is. Nobody wants to be part of the board of any house. So you have to be attractive. When you are attractive, people will come there and they will even pay to be on the board.
So there are 2 levels, in setting up your board, and I think already the advisory board. So for businesses at the startup stage, I think it's important that we first of all start with an advisory that will meet. You can have an advisory board that will meet perhaps once, twice in a year, that kind of thing. But it's also important to find people who have the time for your business. So everybody wants to have a clerk on their board. They want to have the known names. But truth of the matter is that these known names, they're very busy. They don't have the time, not because they don't want to, but truth of the matter is that there's so many boards that they can lend their names to. So it's important that you find people who have the time, who have the skills that you want, but also have sufficient time. Somebody asked about paying them. Truth of the matter is that not everybody wants to be paid to sit on your board. That's just the truth. People have reached levels in their lives and in their careers where they also want to give back. So it's sometimes they have a passion to say that, oh, I was part of the success story of XYZ. So for them, that's enough payment. You don't want to take them for granted. Another thing is you need to be clear as to your expectations. So I have people who come to me and say, well, you recommended me to this board. I don't think this gentleman or this lady knows what she wants. Because no sooner have I joined and she's already asking me, do I want to invest? I'm not interested in investing in a business. That's why I joined. So you have to be clear. Don't mix it up. You want somebody to provide you with advisory, with some road to market, with some network, help you open doors and all of that. You don't want an investor. There's a place for investors and there's a place for a board, what a director should do. So the same way you have your criteria when, like Banky said, you want to choose a spouse. It's the same way you set up criteria, decide the kind of people I want on my board. I want a lawyer, I want a this, I want a that. And you identify those people. It's also possible that you might use a middleman, like you said, a consultant. Everybody, once I mention consultant, they say, oh, I don't have the money. But the truth of the matter is that, it's a chicken and egg. Chicken and egg situation. You want to get the right board. You want to attract the right people. So it's important that you also use the right tools. You might not be able to always approach those people by yourself. Don't always think of money. Clarify your objectives. If you want a shareholder director, it's a different thing. Approach him or her from that perspective. I want an investor. This is what I want you to bring into my business. I don't want an investor. And then the fear of somebody coming to take over. Permit me to just share an example, to give a life situation. You have to be clear what you want to achieve with the board. If you don't want to take your business to that level, then you're not ready. So there are two examples that I would share just to be practical. So there's this client of ours, I ran into him, in the most unusual way, but anyway, he was at a point in his life where he had determined that on his 60th birthday, he was going to retire. He's been running a very good business, thriving business and all that. It's a logistics business. And he has two children, male and female. One of them is in the US, was in the US at the time, the other was in the UK. He called the elder one, the female one first, and said, I'm going to retire, and I want you to come and take over my business and all of that. She was, at that time, working with the multinational, doing very well. And she didn't say, I'm going to think about it. She said, no, I'm not interested, because you're running the business for your pocket. You are the MD, you're the chairman, you sign all the checks, you have a board on paper, nothing, everything revolves around you. He called the son the same story. So at the time I ran into him, he was in a very bad state of mind. So I said, you know what, one of the things you can do is to let's revive this board, let's appoint a board. That worked very well. The first board meeting we had, you could see that he was a bit, how it says, I have to report to this people. He was a bit affronted with the questions that he was being asked, but he settled quickly into it. That thing has turned around. His son is now in the business. The second example didn't go so well. The gentleman that I'd run into, and he had set up a board of people that he appointed by himself. And we came in as company secretaries at the time. After a particular board meeting, he called me and said, I want to transfer my shares to my wife and to my brother. And I said, not a problem. Why didn't you mention this during the board meeting? We'll take it at the next board meeting. He said, it's my company, my shares, my wife, my brother. What do I need to inform anybody about? So he wasn't ready for the board. He wasn't ready to account to anybody. He was looking at it still as his business. So that's a mindset that we need to change. You don't bring people a board. They've said it all. You know? But in addition, see, many of us who run small businesses, when we're looking for director, the first thing that comes to mind, we're looking for business development people. The directors will open doors. The directors will bring business owners. One thing that we also should think of is additional skills. What is lacking? If I am not good in finance, I need people on the board or somebody on the board who can help us in that direction. But you need people who also have that independence of choice. Who will say it the way it is, who will advise you, who will not be yes people. So the skills gap, you must try and fill because the board must add value. If the board does not add value, then you don't need the board.
I'd like to say thank you to all the questions because I think it's very pertinent so that you go home with practical steps on what to do when you leave this room. For me, the same way you attract talent into your business, you attract people to come and work for you, is the same way you attract directors. Nobody wants to be a director of a moribund dead company. However, it can be a moribund and dead company that is packaged very well, that you show your passion, you know, that you inherited this thing, but it has a future. And if I can buy into your vision and you get me on the same page, it is possible that you could attract the person to join you. I think that's the first thing that we need to do. Second is that sometimes you don't need a board immediately. What you may need is a mentor. Somebody to talk to share your issues with. From one mentor, you have two mentors. A mentor that does business development, a mentor that does finance, a mentor that does legal advice. Eventually, you have started a board. So we want the formality, that's the destination. But ladies and gentlemen, start working from the informal. The one-on-one that you're seeking advice outside is the fact that you realize you cannot do it alone. And that you do not, although you have the authority, you need to get other advice, that you need some disruption, innovation from outside what you do. That's already starting the process of governance. Then the issue of paying people, all right? I'll use myself as an example. I sit on about maybe 5 or 6 boards, besides my board. It's only one of those boards that I receive a sitting allowance. The rest I volunteer my time to. But the first thing I'll ask you is, how many board meetings do you have in a year? If you want me to meet you every month, forget it. All right? But if it is twice a year, you know, once a year or whatever it is, you will attract a few more people because honestly, don't go to people who are jobless. Find people who are busy because they have a lot to offer you. 1 hour of a busy person's time is better than 10 hours of a jobless person's time. So look for the busy people and fit into their schedules, and you have to work around them. Now you may not also get the, if I may say, the white-collar blue chip people at the beginning, but you find people that have something in them that will help you to grow your business. And you need different people at different stages. And Banky has shown you, in 17 years he's had 3 or 4 boards. What he hasn't told you is that he probably has many people outside the board who he has informal board meetings with. And those informal board meetings are helping us with growth. So SMEs, overnight, I don't expect you to have a robust board, pay sitting allowances and so on and so forth. A lot of us are to be paid. There's a particular one, it's a bank's foundation. They offered us sitting allowances. We said no, because it was an NGO. Why would I take sitting allowances to help humanity? So there are people in life that have already been relatively successful. And for each of us, success means different things in different ways. So success doesn't mean I have made it, I'm super rich. All right? But for some of us, we think we have done our part. We're making a mark. And we want to go from success to significance. Please look for those people. Because those are the people that you need in your business to grow. Finally, how much do you pay a board? It's actually not determined by you. It's determined by the board. It's one of the decisions that the board makes. They will look at your turnover. You cannot be turning over 1 million naira a month or annually, and they expect 100,000 naira. But then you could be turning over 100 million, and I'm going to give you quite a bit of my time, and that will be determined by the board. So don't worry about it. Nobody should be coming into a board thinking that this is a gold mine to make some money. If you do, you've chosen the wrong people. All right. So you put a square peg in a square hole, right? Don't overstep your boundaries. Finally, I think I'd like to challenge you. There are questions in this room that need answers. And today we talk about collaborations and so on and so forth. I think EDC has another role in addition to training and developing managers and new entrepreneurs for the next level. I think we also need to help them with this issue of corporate governance and work. So maybe it's a challenge. Let me also say I'm a conflict of interest because I'm a director of the Society of Corporate Governance. I'm also a fellow alongside Banki. But I think there's a role for the Society of Corporate Governance in collaborating with EDCs to find that pool of potential directors for SMEs. We have this same circle of, if you look at the blue chip companies, the same names. I have challenged a lot of people that if 70% of Nigeria are below 30, where are the young ones in the boards? You cannot be telling me that you're here creating products for young people and all of us are 45, 50, and 60. We cannot bring the innovation that some of you can bring. So, question, how many of you here are potential board members? Because we need to know. And we need to train you, and you need to be available, and you need to have the skill sets. Work with Society of Corporate Governance or any other body and create this pool of potential directors to lead. And we here, prepare yourself to be potential directors of other SMEs. SMEs and SMEs, you're in food and in food, you're in fashion. Why can't you help each other? Why are you looking for the likes of those of us here? You understand each other's pain and can do cross-fertilization and so on. So in this room, choose something you think that will be your advisory body. Advisory body will become an advisory what? Body. Alright, so that's the start. Just also let you know, as you move up the corporate ladder, institutions like Society of Corporate Governance and the Institute of Directors are helping to provide members. I am approached all the time. I need a lady to sit on the board. I always correct it. It's not about a lady. Fine, gender, there's gender. It's important to have the quota. And there's an important thing that we women bring to it. Alright? The X is established. So don't worry about that. But why are you looking? So I take the conversation around you're looking for a lady to sit on the board. You cannot just be looking. You're looking for this, and this. And if she's a lady, it will be a great thing. But let's not start with this as a lady. So also remember this issue of inclusiveness of what you're going to give me now, right? We do need a good mix of male and females. We need a good mix of diversity. That's the word I'm saying. See what he's done now. That's advisory services. So we all know one person is the custodian of all knowledge. Some of the greatest ideas have come from out-of-box thinkers. Somebody who's not in my industry, who has sits on the board of an FMCG company, sits on a small family business company, the kind of ideas that your directors can bring to your board. You wonder, why didn't I think about that? Disruptive, innovative ideas. And the future is about disruption. Let's get disruptive.
Well, I'd like to share this and just ask a simple question. How many of us sit on that? How many of us would like our families to have like a board or I mean, you know what I'm asking? Because essentially, some people are not really ready.
So you should ask the other question.
And the other question, who are the people that are not ready? Because the truth about all of the things we have discussed this morning or this afternoon, some people will love, like Prof said, to still be in the space of Okonkwo and Sons. Chairman, managing director, finance, accountant, everybody, lawyer. Well, you know, there's a story of a gentleman, God bless his soul, he's late now. He comes to see me twice a year. You know what he does? Very clever child. He brings 2 bottles of wine to my office. And he says, oh, I have not seen you in 6 months. That's another style of getting the mentorship and getting the body to be a board. And he has this conversation with me, talks about his business, shares ideas. I'm actually very busy, but he was actually giving me 2 bottles of wine, so I'm guilty. You know, confession time, I'm guilty. So I listened to the guy, we exchanged ideas, and the funny thing, he became a regular daily pastor, you know, God bless his soul. And that is what a lot of us don't take advantage of. I know the lady that was asking the question, said, I have a business. Nobody wants to be on my board. You know what? People are still going to struggle to want to be on your board. You know what you have to do? Just keep doing what you are doing. Keep pushing it. Make sure you are doing the right thing, especially in terms of structure and keeping your books properly. They will look for you one day. always say here, everybody in this room, the potential of becoming a global business is very high. Are we looking at it? Are we taking advantage? And like always say, all these companies, other SP, other companies, any of these companies that we have gone through, they actually started from a simple idea. They didn't get it right. They worked on it. People advised them to do this, and they changed the style. Now, the question also for us as we go home is to keep thinking and say to ourselves, who are the people around us? Not necessarily the big names. The big names will not have time for you. The big names are in banks. They are in somewhere. They are where. But there are people that can just little advice, idea, and then begin to push it on. Now, what am I going to say also in terms of money, in terms of board allowance, sitting allowance? You can make $1 million a year as a small business or $2 million a year. Nobody's going to ask you for any sitting allowance. You are still working what? Work in progress. So we still love you the way you are, and we just believe that you will continually grow and you will continually excel in what you are doing. So in terms of that, some people don't, like all the boards I see, I don't think I even take any board. I can't remember. I don't even. But what I just do there is that you must create time. And then, very important, and that's my last comment on this, look for people that have time. Look for people that are patient, that will have time for you. Not that just because you just want to have XY name on your board, and then there's no value that will be created. Thank you.
So before Aro mentioned this, I'd already written it down, and I will use just one example. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
That's the big question. I sit on one board, in fact I chair the board. And sincerely, I feel very bad because I know now that the owner was never ready. It's a 27, maybe 28-year-old company. So it's not a small, young company. They have massive assets, a lot of stuff. And she was able to assemble about 7 of us. In fact, very high caliber people. Today, one of them is already appointed a commissioner, so you can imagine. Now, we got to a point, and the lady is about 82. Wow. So she's also not able to do things the way she used to do it. And we got to a point of transition where some very hard questions are being asked, some very hard questions around accountability. And so before we came on board, she can sign anything out. Again, it's not my problem, it's your company, but we have to put a frame around it and we say, this is how much we pay, and anything outside that is not accepted. Otherwise, sorry, I cannot give that much. Now, I don't collect money. In fact, deliberately, I said I don't need that money because I want to be able to say the truth. Yeah. Now, we have had to rewrite a lot of things. And today, the last one that the board package and said all the rights and all the things we need to do, and we gave it to the woman to say, think about it. If you are not willing to subject yourself to the board, then the board will cease to be. We have given her that now 6 weeks. She's still thinking about it. And then they are asking me for different things. I mean, we have different board committees. We have rules. You cannot do anything more than 5 million without going to this, blah, blah, blah. No problem. She will tell them, please go to the board. Meanwhile, she has not signed off on that instrument. I told the CEO, I said, you know what? Me, I'm going to be your chairman. I'm not there. And all of us, basically, I told everybody, nobody talks, nobody moves, nothing. Until the day she signs off on that. And that's why I asked the question. We may have good intention. We may like the idea. But when you get to that junction, that thing is not easy. Like BC said, it means you as the owner, somebody that did not know when the I don't have control over my account. Not even in the office. In the house. I'm very serious. Because it doesn't matter to me anymore. It doesn't mean I won't spend money. My wife has all the cards and the instruments to take the money. But I have to just get the alert so at least I know. That's all. But honestly speaking, the first time I tried it, I was worried. But as soon as after 3 or 4 rounds, I now saw that there was no big deal. Because women actually manages those things better than men. Okay, we are going to say just 3 more. Just 3 more. We have overshot seriously. But we'll just take 3 more.
Thank you. I was actually thinking that.
Very quickly, just
yeah, the question I'm about to ask, I thought probably the ones others were asking will cover it, but why you talked and talked to you hit something close to it. But I still want to clarify. At a point where you bring in, you have your board, and some of your board members might become interested in investing. Not all of them. I haven't actually come to the level where I have accepted it, though we are open for that. But I'm wondering whether there is not going to be any conflict of interest, since they are also investors and they are still board members. So I need some more clarification on that. Thank you. Then, sorry, second question.
No. We have to close in another 3 minutes.
Yes, thank you so much, the panelists. We've gained so much from all your things that we class started. Thank you so much. God bless you. My question goes to Madam Claire, because you've even answered most of the questions, but there's more. Because I feel more comfortable with mentors. Not because I don't want a board or an advisory or something, but I also have a current issue. I just want you to help me explain, because I have this particular 2 mentors. They are giving me conflicting advice. That's how I'm going to put it. But I feel one is more experienced than the other, and I'm not sure whether my mind is actually telling me the truth, because the other one too is older and more experienced. I don't even know. I just feel confused, and I feel that there should be a way to manage mentors. I don't know if you have one mentor for just finances, so that she doesn't go into any other aspect of it. I don't know whether it's like that. And you can't caution your mentor. I don't know. To just go reading me from the mentor. So that's that's like an issue that I just want to take.
All the way from Benue. I first of all say thanks to EDC. I'll have to be straight one from Benue so you can spare me another additional minute. Thanks to EDC, I've passed through EDC, and EDC we were taught a lot about ethics in business, which is, I would say, a child to corporate governance. And I think that has helped me in my business, because the business I do has a lot of issues with corporate governance. I want to ask that do water, like Banky will know. I started with pure water, now I've gone bigger. Thanks to EDC, I got UWI, I got Gem, so I'm growing. Now I'm doing bottle, I'm doing dispenser. I'm going into good business. But it's a business that most people do not want to play by the rules. It's a regulated business, and if you play by the rules, it becomes very difficult to compete. So how do you manage your corporate governance issues in an environment where, yes, I play by the rules, I have good clients, but they are small. 80% of the clients will go for those that cut corners. Very few will come for you. So how do you manage your company in such a hostile environment when it comes to corporate governance? Because most of them, one, they will not not pay taxes. They will not do what the regulator say they should do. They will not even obey the simple market rules. And if you do all that, you come out with higher cost on your products. How do you cope when you are in such a environment?
Let me attempt the question. The first one was on the director who wants to be an investor. It depends on how many other directors you have, because increasingly it's important that you have sufficient independence on your board. You don't want to have too many shareholders on the board. Otherwise, you will not be able to run away from issues of conflict, because all the time you're just looking at the bottom line. Besides other issues, there's so many other issues, and there are other stakeholders that you want to take care of apart from the shareholders. So I would say that it depends on how many other, so that you're able to achieve that balance. If it's just 3 or 4, and 2 of you are already shareholders, then perhaps you want to stop that person from being. The issue about ethics, I think corporate governance at the end of the day ultimately is about sustainability. So in the short term, all those people cutting corners and all of that, they will seem to be thriving. But for how long? That's the thing. So if you want to build sustainable business, it's important that you do it right. Yeah, you might lose a few businesses right now, but the truth of the matter is that those are businesses that you really don't want to do anyway. People will begin to ask you, if you want to take your business to a level where you want to attract investors, they're going to look at your corporate behavior. They're going to see your track record. Do you pay your taxes? And how good a corporate citizen are you? What are your ethics? What are your values as an organization? So don't mind those short-term gains, and the fact that you're losing business to those people who are cutting corners. It's about sustainability.
Okay, Sir Chris is going to need to leave because he's teaching at 2:30. So I'm going to give him the microphone to speak on 1 or 2 things before he leaves. Okay.
In all sectors, you have people who cut corners. It's not only in pure water. But the issue is that you still go back to who is my customer. I take example of the cable company. They also complain that we have inferior cables. Then the contractors, who are the biggest buyers, look for cheap cables because they need to cut costs. And what should they do? Who is your customer? Forget about those people, because that's the cable manufacturer. Forget about government contractors. This is what they want. What do you have that others don't have? They have quality cable. Who is interested in quality cable? Individuals who have to build their own houses. What's the risk? If I use cheap cable, the chance that my house will burn down. So focus on those customers who are interested in value, not in cutting corners. And that's how they started. From building down on focusing on those people, they expanded their business, like oil companies, individuals who build their houses, or companies who are building their head office. So they forgot about all the contractors. Today, the business is growing. The contractors who are now working for quality customers want to come to them. Let me come back to you. It is not a short-term thing. We are looking for long-term business. Cut corners in short-term, you make money. But in long-term, you lose. Focus on long-term. You might not make enough money now, but in the long-term, you make it. So pick your customers with care, not those who are interested in customers.
Okay, just before we round up, I'm going to ask Hilda to say 1 or 2 things. I cannot have the CEO of Corporate Governance Society here and just sitting down. So she'll just say a few things, then I ask my panelists for the last words as we close.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I'd just like to add say a few things like Oga has said. First of all, your directors may not know jack about your business. shrouded in mystery. Whether it's a director, whether it's a body, whether it's a mentor. As far or as long as you need a input in what you're doing, nothing should be shrouded in mystery. Another thing that entrepreneurs do usually is that they forget themselves as they run the business. Even if you're not able to pay yourself a salary in that sense, in the sense of what we know salaries to do, please let your person reflect what it really should be. And as the business grows, when you think you need to review, also reflect it. And then place a value on what you're not functioning salary for. Your time, your time, your intellect, your expertise, and all of that. And also, your books must always be included. You cannot overemphasize that. Even if you're operating at a loss, please let it be clearly reflected in black and white. And then for people who are curious about the trainings and all of that, the society will work very closely with EDC, and anything we come up with, you will definitely very, very soon. But trust me that you have started well, you will end well. That is the prayer. Thank you.
Okay, so just one sentence, one line as you go. Not more than one line. Thank you.
This is very cruel. Okay, let's do the right thing. Let's be positive. In everything that we do, let us know that there's a time that this thing will pay off. And today, in as much as it looks difficult, just know that one day will be a benefit for it. Thank you.
Thank you. But honestly, I think there's some questions that were asked. But if I say one line, you'll have some dissatisfied customers. And we're all about that. Are we for customer satisfaction? Yes. So I'm trying to do it. So let me just answer that very quickly. The first thing, conflict in business is a continuum. So as you have conflict within your management and everything, you also have conflicts on the board. But it's important that you manage conflicts of interest. So if there are people that, the first thing we do at the beginning of the board is to declare any conflict of interest. If there's any decision that's going to be made, for example, we're going to increase equity or give people shareholding, that person who is going to ask for it cannot vote, cannot be present in the room when it's discussed. If you have those kind of principles, we call them the rules of the board meeting, then you will not have, you'll be able to reduce that. Secondly, I'd like to give another example. As our businesses are growing, and this is where I am myself, some of your key members of management will become executive directors. Now, when you are in an entrepreneurship venture at the beginning, it's a small business. But as it goes from small, medium, it starts to become big. Your major managers are no longer interested in just being manager. They want to be part of the business. So you may have to also get transaction advisors to either do some preferential shares, something like that, or profit sharing, but you have to think how to keep that talent. And sometimes you may have to give shares. You need to get some advice, and that's where you go to legal advice. The third issue is that of mentoring. I think there's a challenge with mentoring in our country. A lot of the mentors think that or even mentees think that you've chosen a mentor, you want to be like this person. Your reason for you to choose a mentor is not to be like that person. It's for that person to help you to rediscover who you are, what you need to do, and to bring out your talent. You're not here to become me. You don't want to become me. You want to become yourself. You're your own inherent person. So the mentors, the different people have different capabilities. If it's a financial issue, don't go to just a manufacturing guy. So there are people that are all rounded, but there are those that have specific areas. You shouldn't really have a conflict if somebody's discovering who you are and helping you to bring it out. It's advice. You don't have to take it. Go back and sing it. It's just supposed to help you develop yourself. Finally, the issue of ethics. Where I sit, if you think your industry is tough, come to my industry. I represent 21 manufacturers. I signed a code of ethics. It's not just about signing paper, it's about practicing it. Have I lost a lot of potential deals? Yes, but I'm not here to do deals. I'm here to make a difference. You cannot do deals. Lawyers don't do deals with their customers. Lawyers don't have customers, they have clients. It means that you have to move I don't do, at the beginning, at the bottom of the pyramid, as he will teach us, you have customers. As you move to the next level, they become clients. As the next level, they become partners. Build your business to develop partners that are like-minded with you, that share your values, they will not cut corners. Why would I want to buy water that they've cut corners? Obviously, I'm not buying proper water. Why would anybody? So even for my business, for example, it is a big challenge. There are lots of people that do unscrupulous things. You are a little bit more expensive than everybody else, but people buy value. They buy integrity. And in the long run, as Prof said, that will take you to the next level. Thank you.
All I'm going to say is thank you to my panelists. A round of applause for them. We'll take a photo now. And after the photo session, then